Hi everybody, it's Natalie here from Woman's World, and I'm very excited to be here with Crave founder and serial entrepreneur Melody Berenger. Got it?
Hi.
Yay! Awesome to have you here in this hot seat.
Yes.
And I know you don't like video that much, but you look gorgeous.
Oh, thank you.
So I wanted to talk to you because obviously you've done a ton of stuff around creating very successful businesses, some of them with the wonderful successes, some of them with failures, and you've now pulled out a book discussing your 22 businesses, I believe, but I'm talking about 20 in this, which is incredible, from the age of 8. And you've pulled that all together into a book because you have a story that really needs telling. Do you want to kind of summarize a little bit about what your book is about?
So over a 30-year span, I've actually managed to start up and either fail or succeed at after 20, I stopped counting. So it's like 22. In the book, I'm going to have 22 chapters. And I went to Amsterdam last year and met this fabulous gal, Andrea from expatwomen.com, and she heard my story and she goes, you have to write a book about how you started those businesses and your lessons learned and your just the mistakes you've made. And I'm like, oh, are you kidding me? I need to do that. So I've taken the last year and spent the time to write it all out, and I decided to do it into chapter form, like per business. Here's my lessons learned. Oh my goodness, what a year this has been.
Yeah.
It's been like a year of self-therapy.
Okay.
I have never asked myself all these years what, it's like going from one boyfriend to another. I never said what happened in that last business. And so this year of self-therapy has been really interesting too. You know what I found out from writing it too is I'm still making the same mistakes a little bit.
Really?
And I'm still learning some of the same lessons.
It's kind of good to hear that, it makes you more human that you've gone through all these businesses and done that, but that it's a continual learning cycle.
Yeah. So I thought maybe they're not mistakes, or maybe I don't need to learn that lesson. Maybe it's just my personality and I need to embrace that. Mm-hmm. I'm a startup junkie. I used to say to myself, oh, I'm really a junkie. I always love the new next thing. I love the next new startup, the new idea. I mean, I've came up with a couple ideas today alone.
Yeah.
And so, okay, stop me. I'm a junkie. But maybe that's what I like to do, and maybe there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
So,
can you give maybe 3 of the businesses that you've done that, just maybe touch on a couple of them and the results that you've had from them?
Well, let's see. I had a furniture store when I was 18 years old. I was really shy and I was afraid to talk to people. So I was lucky that I actually had good display design. And one of the things that I learned from writing the book is I love design. And it's really important to me before I launch a business to get the logo right, the packaging right, just really put it out there. That's all important. And so I must have had that in me when I was young, because my furniture store was when I was 18 years old. And I just started out with an eye for design. So I learned that at that point. I learned how to sign a lease at a very young age. That's kind of a scary thing to do.
I bet it is.
But I got bored after a little while, and I learned I don't like to sign these leases because I like to move on to the next thing. And when you sign a lease for 5 years or more, you feel
You're
kind of stuck.
Yeah. Do you think you got that bright, shiny new object thing that a lot of entrepreneurs have? Like the next best thing is just over here, and now I'm going to go into this.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
but you've clearly done really well because
here's what I've learned too is you can actually do everything you want to do, but you don't have to do it all at once.
Yeah.
I think we as women especially, we love to multitask. Mm-hmm. And I used to think, wake up every day. My husband always says, I got to get up out of bed early this morning so that you won't tell me your next new idea. He's afraid of that. But I don't know. Sometimes I think we're crazy entrepreneurs, aren't we?
I think so too, yeah. We were talking earlier about these kind of 24-hour days, particularly that Americans, make part of their lifestyle, and that when you were in Europe, you were saying they're very much more about taking time out and taking that balance, and that's actually a pretty smart thing to do.
So that's another, you asked me about 3 businesses. That one I started recently is Craving Amsterdam, and that was a new thing for me to go out of the country and experience a whole different culture and start a business in a different country. And that was very exciting, and it all happened because of Twitter. I started at Crave Amsterdam and met all these people. I walked into the city a year ago and I knew one person, and a year later I just launched about 4 weeks ago our Crave Amsterdam book, and 300 women came to our book launch party, and I'm so excited about that. And so I'm very excited about social media now and the power of meeting people. Just I don't know. It's like we're more intimately connected now.
Yeah.
And I don't think I could have even done that a few years ago. I couldn't have done that fast.
Yeah. And is it primarily Twitter that you've been using, but also Facebook and?
I do it all.
Yeah,
Blog,
do it all.
Facebook,
It's very
LinkedIn.
integrated. You see, listen to this integrated social media marketing.
Yes.
Before you go into the third business,
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind just coming back to explaining what Crave is for those of you
Yes,
who have
Crave.
never been to a Crave event or Crave going to next.
Yeah, so when I first started Crave, it was a Crave party. So I saw my best friend twice in a year, and I felt that we as women need an excuse to get our girlfriends together, therefore the name Crave. We crave our girlfriend time. It's so precious and important, and we give it a lot of lip service that we want to get together, but in real life, we tend to like, you know how hard it is to get on the calendar with somebody? It's very hard. So I figured if I started an event business called Crave Party, and you put the time, date, and place on your calendar, and you invited your girlfriends, you would actually do it. And then I thought, what do we want to do when we get together? Let's have a party. Let's have spa services and shopping and pink drinks and goodie bags, and instead of just going out for drinks, let's create an atmosphere that girlfriends would like to do together and meet other fabulous like-minded women. And it kind of just took off. I started it in Seattle, and then I went to Vancouver, BC, and Portland because it was in my backyard, and pretty soon, before I knew it was like in 15 cities.
15 cities, really?
Yeah,
And
really
that
pretty
was
fast.
within a year?
A couple years.
A couple of years?
Yeah.
It's still pretty decent growth, yeah.
And then I didn't know what I was doing, and I was just making this business up. And I realized...
Accidental entrepreneur.
Yeah, exactly. Everything I've done is made it up. Get excited. Let's figure it out. I love to go from A to Z right away and then figure out how to do it later. So I thought, what business am I really in after I threw some of these parties? And when I found out, somebody told me, I used to think I was in the consumer business where I brought women to parties to shop, and my target market was consumers to come. But what I really found out is I was in the business of supporting small women-owned businesses. I was bringing the local community together and then bringing consumers to them, so I had kind of a two-part business. And when I realized that, I created a book called Crave Seattle, and I featured all these women in Seattle, and I published the book, and it came out, and I printed thousands and put them all over the city. And it took me a little while to learn that whole self-publishing book business, a few years actually, and I almost gave it up. But I finally came up with a business model, and in the last year we've expanded to over 20 cities.
Okay. Wow.
So I'm very excited about that.
That's very cool.
Yeah.
Would you like to explain the business model a little bit more?
So the business model is we feature about 150 people in women, just women doing cool things. So like at Crave Chicago, Crave New York City, Crave Amsterdam, Crave Seattle. And actually, as we're talking, we're in Las Vegas.
Oh, really?
And we're working on Crave Las Vegas. I'm very excited about that one. And what we do is we go into a city like Vegas and we say, who are all the women doing cool things? Whether they have a spa or a retail store or a Pilates studio. Just women that have small women-owned businesses that are just out there doing really cool things, and we want to bring them out into the limelight and feature them. We also feature what we call intelligentsia, which is business-to-business women. So that would be like a graphic designer, a consultant, that kind of thing. Where to go?
Very intelligent.
The whole goal is to keep it in the community, support local and keep it in the community. And to get in our books now, basically my business model is each woman that is in the book buys 50 books and they sell them or give them away to their great clients. And pretty soon it's just this whole, everybody's supporting each other in the city, and pretty soon it's all out in the consumer hands.